Welcome to Geometry, Unit 2, Section 4, Equations of Lines. Humor is just reason gone mad. And that's a quote by Groucho Marx, and if you don't know who Groucho Marx is, go look him up. Okay, non-vertical line equations. The slope-intercept form of a linear equation is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope of the line and b is the y-intercept. So in this picture, the slope in this case is m, but in the equation on the right, the slope is 3. The y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis, the y value. And in this case, b is equal to 8. We also have what's called the point slope form of a linear equation, and that's y minus y sub 1 equals m times the quantity x minus x sub 1, where x sub 1 and y sub 1 is any point on the line and m is the slope of the line. So in this case, the point on line 3, 5, right? So 5 would go with y, you subtract 5. 3 goes with x, and then the slope, negative 2, goes in front of the parentheses. Now, a horizontal line is just y equal to a number, where b is the y-intercept of the line. So it's just y equal to a number. The equation of a vertical line is x is equal to a, and a is the x-intercept of the line. So in this case, if we take a look, here's two examples. In red, we have x equal to negative 2. So we would know that the x-intercept is negative 2, and it's just a vertical line. Y equals negative 3, that is just a horizontal line that crosses the y-axis at negative 3. Okay, so we're going to write an equation in slope-intercept form of the line with slope of 3 and y-intercept of negative 2, and then we're going to graph the line. So the equation for this is just, again, we use the form y equals mx plus b. So we take this information and we say, hey, what do we got here? Well, it says here the slope is 3. So we take that information and we say y is equal to 3x, and then the y-intercept of negative 2, right? It says y-intercept of negative 2, we would just write minus 2. So if we were to graph this, we would basically go to negative 2 and put a dot. And then we would go up 3 over 1. So 1, 2, 3, it goes to positive 1. And then over 1, so we would be at 1, 1. And then we just connect our dots. Again, write an equation in point slope form of the line with a slope of negative 3, 4 that contains negative 2, 5. So let's go through that process. So it's y minus the y value. So y minus negative 2 equals the slope, negative 3/4, times x minus 5. Now we want to clean this up, so we don't want this double negative. So this would be y plus 2 equals negative 3/4 times the quantity x minus 5. So that's point slope form. So if we were to graph this, we would go to negative 2, 5. So I'm going to go down over to negative 2 and up 5, and I would put a dot right here. Now my slope is -3/4. That means the rise is -3. Go down 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I put another dot. And now I connect my dots. We should label that, right? That's one of those things that, especially on a paper test, you want to do. So you should label your line. Write an equation of the line through each pair of points in slope-intercept form. Okay, so here I need to do is first I have to find the slope. Okay, I can draw the line, but I still need to find the slope. So let's solve for m. So m is equal to always the change in y over the change in x, right? We've learned that. So m is equal to here 4 minus -4 over -7 minus 9. 4 minus -4 is 4 plus 4, that's 8. -7 minus 9 is -16, so this would reduce to -1/2. Now, I find it easier just to plug everything into y equals mx plus b. I can pick either point and just plug into y equals mx plus b. So, and we're going to solve for b. Okay, so we're going to solve for this value right here using what we have. And we could pick either point. And I'm going to pick, we'll just go with -7, 4. Okay, so y, 4, is equal to -7 times -1/2 plus b. So this becomes 4 is equal to 7/2 plus b. Now, if you have your handy dandy calculator handy, I would use it here. Otherwise, you have to do some figuring with fractions and things like that. But 7/2 is equal to 3/2. So 4 minus 3/2. And this we would be minus 7/2 here, right? And we would end up with 1/2 is equal to b. So our equation would be y is equal to -1/2 x plus 1/2. Now, it's always a pain to try to graph fractions. So instead of doing that, we're just going to go to -7, which is right here, and up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put my dot like here. Come over here to 9 and go down 4, 2, 3, 4 here. And now we just connect our dots. Okay, so now perpendicular lines. Remember we talked about this, and it is a line that has the slope is equal to the negative reciprocal, right, or the opposite reciprocal. So if I'm looking for a line that's perpendicular to a slope of -1/3, well, in this case, m is going to be equal to opposite sign, which is positive, and then the reciprocal of 3 is 1/3, so m is equal to 1/3. So this goes through 4, 0. So 0 would equal 1/3 times 4 plus b. So 0 is equal to 4/3 plus b. So subtract 4/3 from each side, and I get negative 4/3 equals b. So my equation is now y is equal to 1/3 x minus 4/3. Well, graphing the y-intercept of negative 4/3, again, we want to think this through. So we're going to go with 4, 0. So I'm going to go over here to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 0. So there's 4, 0. So now my slope is 1/3. So I would go up 1 over 3, 1, 2, 3, and I would put another dot right there. And then I can connect those dots. And there's both lines. And you can see the perpendicularity there. There's a right angle, nice right angle. I don't know why I have this here. I don't know why he's there.
That's all, folks.